Morning, folks. It's 7:40 a.m. 9/27/2016, September 27th, 2016. Make that 7:41 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Seven 7:40:047. Completion with fortitude of spirit. Huh. 7:41, personal fortitude into spirit. Having a little bit of a rough morning. Just funny, Skype shutting down. I'm just closer to going home. It's not time yet. Zarin is a friend of mine. He's a source animal. He's from Lily Nara, so we're very close. It's part of me and him. Very strong. And he and I talk a lot, like I do with, hell, I pretty much talk with everything that is involved with what's going on. That's why when I was doing my consults, I could reach out and talk to your spirit guides, remove them, replace them, whatever you needed. There were a lot of spirit guides that were arrogant. They're gone. I don't mean destroyed or hurt or anything. They just, they'd be taken away and just let them go do something else. You need help. When you fire someone from a business, you don't shoot them. I realize I'm a hard thing to understand. This video is going to be a little funny. It's going to be what it is, like most all the other ones. Myself out of body, I talk through myself. This body, my body is not mine, but I talk through this body into my head. As the thoughts come out, they're injected here and there. Plus, there's the conscious mind, the part of the planet, mostly the part of the planet that was broken off and is the second person I am inside, just like everyone else. And it throws its thoughts in there. Emotions are relative to the body. Spirit more than anything else. That's why when you astral project to each other and other people astral project to you, you see a big serious face. That's what you usually see. When someone actually astral projects, comes right up to you, you see a big face. Sometimes I be concerned about people and I go look at them, and then they see this. Remember, used to happen to Bergeau, Yvonne. My energy would just go out there, and she said, "Jay, would you quit worrying about me? Last night I was getting ready to go to sleep, and I saw your face right there. It's in the bedroom. This great big face just looking at me, and I told you I was okay, so you left. But it's just like, quit worrying about me." Yvonne is strong. I do care about everyone and everything. I was made to serve and protect. Sounds like a policeman, huh? It's a little different. That analogy I was given about being a hammer, man, that's funny. A hammer with a heart. Build, destroy. Each time I went back into creating to making, producing. But that protection thing is fail-safe. As we continue to wake up, remember, you're never really totally awake until you're out of your body again and you're your true self. Then you're totally awake and aware of what you can do. There's only a piece of you in your bodies, and you have the spirit of the planet that's in there too. You actually have two people inside your body. People used to be running around screaming, I'm hearing voices, don't know what to do. Go to God, give him an exorcism, put him on drugs and lock him away. Take his insurance money, take his house. Okay, make everyone else miserable in his life. Or her life, whatever. There are moments of joy in everyone's life, and some people are having better lives than others. You're having a good life, awesome. I'm really happy for you. That's what I want for everyone. Things will change soon. Ara's going to be put back together again. I call myself Ara. I'm actually his primary focal point. That's the vast majority of what I am, but I'm a physical body called J. Essex. John David Essex. But I'm so awake and aware I'm no more that than I am a carpet. What other people see, what they look at for driver's license, whatever, they have my name. But what I actually am is something totally different. So are you. I've tried really hard to help you all understand who you are. There's always a way to go back and say you could have done something better, and that's no exception to me. Don't look for perfect, folks. You look for perfect, you're going to waste your whole life and frustrate yourself. Self-improvement, that's a biggie. First, becoming who you are. That's self-improvement, but it's more than that. Got Herky over here. He's chilled out, relaxing. I had taken on a couple more consults just to keep things going. On the other side, there's still some folks that, trying to run things, not doing the best job of it. Most of them are gone now. The idea was for me to just keep going. Then when something else would try to really, shut the fuck up, excuse me. When you talk with stuff 24/7, sometimes you get tired of it. Nothing can get right inside my mind and read my most personal thoughts. The only thing that comes close to that is what I am outside of my body that's wrapped around me. It's like Dana was saying, Jay, you look like you got this big blanket around you, but it's big. What is it? And I said, oh, that's me out of the body. I'm still here. I'm just going ahead and leaving my body ahead of time. And that was an outer part of my energy pushed me to say something and just pissed me off. So anyway, I try not to cuss, but sometimes I'm just tired, folks. I'm tired of this. I've been doing this for 8 years. Some people can say Jay thinks he's a comic book hero. He thinks he's this, he thinks he's that. You want to know the pain that I've gone through? Some of the crap that I've never put on video, and I won't. Some of it will eventually probably get there, but I hope not too much of it. People don't need to know about my suffering. All they need to know is about their freedom. I've gone through hell. There's no poor pity party for Jay or nothing. I'm made for that. Want to see some of the hell I went through? Go back into the Facebook to about 2010. See the horror stories of what I went through. Having stuff in your brain trying to control you, the original first being male and female, or a wonderful, all-loving God, so perfect, and all this other stupid crap. It actually happened. I actually fought it and eventually killed it. There's one point, and I could not get that last bit of the original first being male and female out of me. This was in May of 2013. I couldn't get them out. They were hidden in there, and I was doing everything I could to kill them. And then I started freaking out. My energy started cranking up really weird. And I looked at what was going on, and I saw some family members hanging around. It was it's our energy, actually. And there was one of them close to me. I looked at him. I said, "Damn, dude, I can't let that shit take over. I can't let that stuff take over my body. I can't let him or her do that. Nothing can be allowed to control what I am. Nothing. I will not forfeit that. I'll come out of this body first forcibly, and but I had that intention. Damn, what are you gonna do? Nothing." And it turned around and looked at me, and just like. Always very serious face. That's how we are on the other side when we're out of body. We're serious. We have emotions and feelings and stuff, but we're not attached to a body. They're not all over the place. It's more like a memory than anything else. That's what you like when you're not in a body. So he just turned around, looked at me, gave me a kind of a cold stare, but I could feel into him. He's like, "What's the matter with him? He doesn't, it's like doesn't even know who he is." And so anyway, that's the two of them. What was left of them, still a third of them left. The first fight was July 10th, 2012. And 2/3 of both of them got taken out, but the strongest parts of them were still left. And anyway, so I got rid of them, but when I did, at that last moment, I put everything I had into it, and literally something happened. The pressure, the freaking out, something happened, and the energy actually evolved. And I've said this a couple times, and I don't like talking about myself, but I have to put a couple things on the plate to explain what's going on and why. I'm no better than nothing else. Nothing's better than me, but I'm no better than nothing else. Don't want to be. Why would I? Why would anything want to be better than anything else? That's stupid. Why not just want to be yourself? You want to climb to the top, to be in control, to be the power. Hopefully, if you had that kind of power, you wouldn't want it. I mean, you wouldn't want that control thing. That's why I've often used the analogy of being a janitor. I clean stuff up, fix stuff. It's what I'm made to do. It's not that I don't care about what I'm doing. I do care about what I'm doing very much. When I fix that doorknob on a broken door, I'll shine it up and make sure it's pretty and nice. It works, it's oiled, and it's going to be good to go for a while. That personal log thing that I've put out, it's not every day. It's hours and hours and hours. Eventually, after I'm gone, Deanna and Paul or something, they'll sell it. Probably Deanna sell it. It'll be expensive, so not many of you buy it, but those that can afford it, that are interested, they're the ones that'll get to understand the horrors of my life. Almost and pretty much nothing is as it seems. It was made to be like this. People talk about the Matrix. What's that concept? That word can be used in a million different ways. That's a dangerous word to use, I think, as far as dangerous towards the mass populace understanding what's going on. It's like, it's magic. It's the Matrix. It's magic. Well, what the hell? There's no such thing as magic. There's things that happen that can't be explained. A heavy aluminum plane, whatever, flying through the air. You go back in Elizabethan age, into the Elizabethan age, and you have magic. It's not. It's a combined series of physical properties being exercised. We see ships floating, flying. Well, we're barely intelligent enough now, for the most part, to realize it's not magic. This stuff that's going on. Folks, all this stuff is going to start coming together. It's time. The difference is that everything was situated to start coming around this time, but it was going to be a lot more abusive. That's what the original first being, male and female, wanted. More strife, more abuse, so that your spirit will grow bigger while in that body being beat up. All that crap's over. It's over there. It'll get over here soon. Anyway, just one other thing I want to say about myself, and then I need to talk about other people. I just had to lay a couple things out there. I don't like talking about myself. I just want to do what I got to do and go. It's like the thought of a janitor walking around the school saying, "Look how pretty the floor is." It's like, who gives a damn? Just, it's important the floor is clean. That's all. It leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Anyway, I didn't just all of a sudden wake up like a light switch went on. I went through a lot of hell, but it helped me understand things deeper, and it did help my power grow. That's why I get people to try to get you all to work in those spheres, making energy spheres. It also helps you trust the fact that something is going on. We all need and deserve reasons, affirmations, to know what's going on. Why should anyone take anything for granted? Why should you take one thing I say for granted? You shouldn't. You should find out for yourself. I've always been about, what religion are you attached? What church are you attached to? What books did you read? None of the above. I see, feel, understand. I know. I understand. I am the old man. All right. I'm the oldest spirit that goes in body ever. Period. The female part of me, Lily, same thing. Well, I'm more than half of the oldest thing. When Ara and Lily had their first life, I was the primary focal point of Ara. So that's why I said, I call it my life, because it wasn't, but I was still part of Ara. The torture, the abuse, the anguish, seeing the love of all my lives being torn apart. I mean, it's horrific. Anyway, I didn't just wake up. It happened very slow. And folks, you're gonna make mistakes. For Pete's sake, it's progress points. You've reached another point in your progress when you understand something better, and you're gonna do it different next time. I can't make a mistake. I gotta be perfect. Who the frack gave you that shit? Let's see, a religion? There's a perfect, all-loving, all-forgiving God that made hell to abuse you forever. What? Where the hell's the sense in that shit? Good luck finding it, because it's not there. If you find truth in that, then you just made some crap up yourself. Congratulations. You're standing or sitting in a pile of crap. Jay's so blunt. He's so to the point. Yeah. Hello. Jay's a wuss. I've seen tears in his eyes. Yeah, get in my face, see what happens. I'm tired, I'm beat up, I'm dying. I'll get in your face anytime. I'll take on 100 guys. I don't give a shit. Okay, calm down. Watch the mouth. When it comes to protection, I'm very aggressive. I've never reached out to hit someone. Never. I've protected like a SOB, silly old boy. Always. I don't know any other thing. Don't want to. One satisfaction that I do have, and I don't have many because I should have done much more than I did, but I did all I could. One satisfaction I have is that I understand myself very well. There's always room for improved performance on yourself. And normal, that's another thing I want to touch on too. I'm going to go into a bunch of people here in a minute, in a very good way, okay? There's, and these people are here for you. Oh wow, that just opened up a door of thought. Holy crap. It's so hard, normal, okay? It's so hard for me to focus and talk about one thing at the same time. You can go back and watch my videos. I'm always like that. Why? Because I have so much stuff going on. My energy, what I am, this era, is so damn big. I've told you that all of you are so huge. Trying to put your intelligence into a physical brain is like pouring a huge swimming pool into a little balloon. Ain't gonna happen, okay? The field is literally part of what I am. It's like something sticking out my back. I see and feel things all the time. You shut it off, you learn to, but some things pop up, you can't ignore it. And then a piece of Lily come in, make me feel, she just goes in there, manipulates the energy, and boom, it goes right into my head, making a point of something. Or maybe she wants to try to get me to make a point that she thinks I should be making, and instead of just leave me alone. That's annoying. I love Lily, trust her, but she doesn't always do what I know is right, what needs to happen at the time. So people always say, some things happen for a reason, and it's always a good thing. Well, that's the intention, but sometimes the something not too smart does something, and it's not even the right time. Because as energy, we make mistakes too. What's normal? That's normal. The fact that nothing is perfect. Okay? The fact that everything learns. How does it learn? Mostly by making small mistakes. Things that needs minor corrections. I don't like the word mistakes. It's a learning process, a progress point. And you're evolving into something that's better for you. And that hopefully will be better for other people. Normal relates to yourself. What's normal for you? As spirit frequencies, I see these things. Okay? When thousands of times I've gone into people's brains and cranked them up, okay? I see the energy. I literally see the energy. Sometimes I can relax, look at a wall and see wiring in it, see where the energy's going through. And the second I do that, as soon as I start to focus on it, here comes myself as energy outside and literally wipes it out of my head, fogs it up, so I can't see it. And I'm like, what the hell? And it's like, that's not what you're here for. Keep going, keep going, keep going. As things kept coming out of the woodwork while I'm still in a body, they needed to be taken out while I'm in the body, while I'm more emotional. Folks, I was strong. Forget me, I'm a tired old body. I'm a tired old man. I was strong. There's nothing that's strong. And that's what serves you. Do not tell her what to do. But that is what serves you. And Lily's next strongest thing. The next strongest thing. Lily's had over 8 trillion lives. She understands. She's very loving, compassionate. She's got fortitude too. I've made little jokes about the only thing I'm afraid of is Lily. There is something behind that, but I'm not afraid of anything. The only thing I've ever been close to afraid of, really, is just not doing my job. Anyway, one other thing. I kind of said this earlier, but my coming in and out of retirement, waiting to die, and then it doesn't happen, folks. That's due to discrepancies on the other side. I've been waiting to leave here for a solid year. Heck, it was a year ago that I was doing my final event, and it was my final event. So back then, I was gurgling my lungs, trying to breathe. Karen was with me over there. She heard my gurgling and was just like, I guess some people that's gross, thinking about trying to breathe and you're gurgling, but it just is what it is. That's what I and a couple doctors, a few doctors call CLLI, chronic lower lung infections. That and COPD are the number 3 and 4 cause of death on this planet. And high blood pressure, low blood sugar, and this body's falling apart. I've said before that if I need to take myself out, I will. That doesn't mean put a gun in my head. I didn't ever see that needing to be the case. And it's not. Me outside of myself is taking myself out. I was talking with Ann, I think it was yesterday, day before. I got to talk to her today. I'll talk to her before this video comes out, but probably. But our girls are coming into the area one last time, and then they're going to be physically gone. We'll be able to talk telepathically, but they're not going to be able to watch us on a scanner. They don't need to be here when I'm leaving. They don't need to see that. And things are going to get a little dicier here soon with the Drock and everything else. They're incredibly patient. They're incredibly intelligent, incredibly compassionate. They are very, very powerful beings. And the Antids, right there next to them. Okay? It would be kind of part of me, the human part of me wants to say, gee, it'd be neat to be here when all this happens. But the reality is I need to be away from here so everything happens and happens right. I love you, Herky, honey. You okay? You right, buddy? I love you. Part of my energy said he's fine. Quit worrying about it. Or not quit like aggressive, but just don't worry about it. Herky's gone, I'm gone. So the other side's concerned about that. They've messed stuff up over there so bad. But anyway, look, screw that. The other family members that are here, people that have spirit inside that comes from the release of energy from Lily and Ara together, smaller parts of Lily and Ara, okay, like individual focal points. That's what I mean. They're coming alive. They're waking up. They're learning. When they go to crank you up, it's a natural thing. It's like taking a breath. For them, it's natural. I don't like to use the word creator, although it does fit to certain things. But they have the ability to create big time when they're out of body. The spirit within these bodies, that is a combination of Lily and Ara. I kind of want to say offspring. It makes it sound like children. We think of that like that towards each other sometimes in body. I love you, Herky, honey. But it's like a release of spirit that came from Lily and Ara. Folks, if you have a 5-gallon bucket of water and an empty coffee cup and you scoop out a coffee cup of that water is exactly the same as what's in the bucket. It's just been separated to be something different on its own. They have incredible power. They just don't have the massive reservoir of it. And then this life, there was a change. There are a couple of people that can actually see my energy, and it's like Burju was saying. She goes, Papa, now your energy, it goes in and out of itself, and it's just what she's actually seeing what my energy looks like now, and it's like the first dimension. So after that last fight with the original first being male and female, when my energy warped out and mutated into something else, it was weird. The signature, I could see the satellites, it was showing less energy, but yet the power that was inside it was ridiculous. I've saved animals all my life. I've picked them out of roads everywhere I could. Usually it costs a lot of money because they have problems. You do what you can for them, and then when it's time, you have to send them home. Lots of times they'll die on you, but if they're hurting, they need to go. They're not here to make me feel better. They're individuals, and they deserve the respect of being treated as such. They're companions. They're wonderful, beautiful beings. Right, Herky? I love you, buddy. You gonna go sit down there? No? Okay. Or lay down, that is. Anyway, and this thing about this is jumping around right here, but jumping around back to the point about jumping around. I have so many things going on in my head, and I cannot handle all that. There's no way any kind of human brain can handle that. I love you, Herky, honey. It's just too much. But these new source beings, these new people coming in with this source energy in them, just having source doesn't mean diddly. Okay? Some of it's arrogance, got problems. They don't understand everything yet. They're just, some of them, especially some parts of Lily and Ara, they're waking up, incredibly powerful. But they're just now starting to understand and see things on the other side. Their power is cranking up hard because they're being helped, where that's coming through the body. So they're really powering up, but at the same time, they're still not seeing. Their power's getting stronger faster than their ability to see and understand stuff on the other side. So that's going to take I'm coming, Herky. So that's going to take just a little while for them to finish seeing what's going on and understand it. Now, like Paul, Burju, Deanna, they've been awake a long time. Okay, they've been aware of this stuff for a long, long time. They really see the other side well, and they're not the only ones, but I just brought them up now. Folks, if you go to thespiritualfoundation.com and someone's listed there, you can have faith in the fact, well, they are able, I'll say this, you make your own decisions on what you have faith in, but they will be folks that can crank you up and make you stronger. Even if their thought process on certain things is different than is normal. We all learn. We all learn. We all progress. Having made a mistake and moving forward is a progression point in your life and your personal growth in your actual evolution. But when I say evolution, I think more about the actual body changing. Excuse me, the DNA and everything else. My DNA is going back to normal, getting eaten up. When Ann was looking at me, I told her, I said, all right, look at me, look at this, look to see what's happening to me physically or energetically. That's all I say, and then let her, you know, that's all. That's the only information I give her. Then she has to look and see it. I do this with everyone all the time. That isn't that's family. That's how I help them get stronger. Help them realize they have these abilities. I'm coming, Herc. I know it's time to go. I know. So anyway, and she said, I just see you outside and you're pulling your energy out. I said, okay. I said, again, I say, what do you see by the end of the year? And then she says, well, I see that. Yeah, I know, Herky. And then I said, okay, that you pull any energy out. That's all. I said, okay, now just look at, forget timeline. Just look at me, see my energy being pulled out, and then seeing it finish. What do you see? And she said, all I get is rigid, stiff. And I said, yeah, it's called rigor mortis. You see, she's mostly solar plexus, so she sees things differently. Someone else could see me shriveling up like a prune. So, someone might see a picture of me with crosses on, X's on my eyes. The original cross is just an X, but, all the religious junk. I love you, Herky. So, we all see things different way, and when you all look at something and see something a little bit different, you're not seeing the wrong thing. Folks, when you see something and you're not trying to build it, you're seeing something that's very real. What you need to do is go look at it with a relaxed state of mind, relaxed body. Just, okay, here's the image I got. Now go into that image and follow it around. Okay? If you've been doing this a while, you can go into that image, go through that image, and go into the energy. Well, a lot of you won't be able to do that. But anyway, I go into the image. But if I need to, I go into the energy itself, and I just go into its, focal point, and I just go look at what they're saying. I know you can't do that. Anyway, sorry I brought that up. But still, you can go to that energy and say, what did you mean? I need more information. We all screw up. It happens all the time. Well, folks, it's time for me to get out of here. Leave you all alone. You can have a good day. There's going to be the people that are about to help you to lead you into your true self, to help you find out who you really are. That's all they want to do. They're going to see things different, say things different. They're going to learn just like you. It's a progressive happening event, whatever. It just keeps happening, and it never stops until you're dead. Until your body's dead and you're free. You're back home. Getting out of your body, folks, it's dropping. It's going up to your front door, and you unzip a jumpsuit, you get out of it, and then you just go walk in the house, and then you're home. There's no hell. There's no heaven. There's everything on the other side. It's you, but there's no body. It's your spirit, sentient energy. That's who you were in the first place. You just had a lease vehicle, or you rented a tux, whatever, to have a life in. That's a lot more hell than when you're on the other side. The other side now, very soon, all the chaos will be over. As a matter of fact, it's a lot calmer over there now than it's ever been. So, anyway, folks, you think whatever you want of me, that's cool. But if you take the time and listen to a lot of the information I've given you, you're going to learn a lot about yourself. You're going to understand there's more about you than you ever thought possible, that you can do things you had no concept of, that there's other things around you that you were totally unaware of, that the new folks coming in from space are different than we are physically, the way they look, but inside is something like you. And chances are you've probably been in one of those, had a life in one of those bodies. We are family. We're not all attached to no one, but we're family. So, forget perfection doesn't exist. Continue going as much as you want to. The key is just trying to relax and open up. And when you relax your body, then relax your mind, release your conscious mind, let it just float off somewhere on a little tether so it doesn't go away. Whatever way you want to think about it is wonderful. And just relax. And then take a little deeper breath. Open yourself up and just wait to feel something. And as long as you have decent spirit guides, they'll start coming in just a little bit at a time. That'll get better too as time goes on. And then start coming alive. Those rune cards and the rune book will really, really help you. I'm sending Deanna the last box that I have. She's already putting together the order to buy some more. As soon as she can buy like 1,000 instead of 100, the price goes way down. And that will be reflected on the price of the cards. Okay? Can't help it. You know, you got to spend some money for that. You got to spend some money for that. It's not like these other cards mass produced and, you know, they pay nothing. They pay $5 a deck of cards and they sell them for 15. Good. Wish we could. Anyway, the thing is, that information's not in another deck. And that information is for you. The cards aren't. You got to pay for the cards, but that information is here for you. To help you become yourself. And there's so many of you awesome people here that have the love in your hearts and the desire to help other people, that you're going to use that to help them. Without wanting to, you're very softly, quietly, through example, going to become a leader and a teacher. And it's not to be over someone. It's to help someone walk next to you as you awaken. It's like my last life. I kept saying, stand up, heart to heart. Stand up, shoulder to shoulder. You'll find out your heart to heart. Take your religion and set them aside for a little bit and just look at who you are and who everyone next to you is. We're family. We're not all attached, but we're family. And our hearts are talking to each other all the time. You have incredible power. You're going to find out soon. I love you, man. Take care.